stick it in the doors here now.
Yep.
And I'll deal with it. Okay. Find out where it's going.
I went out to Berrima to collect up all their veggies.
Yep.
Which was major. Yeah. Fantastic.
She's good, isn't she?
She's very good.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. And lots of stuff, like lots of spinach and chard and some lovely greens. But Mount Majura, they had terrific tomatoes and cherry, lots and lots of cherry tomatoes. Okay, brilliant. Yeah.
All right. Well, you decide whether you want any tomatoes.
I do want tomatoes, yes. Okay. Because I need to make the salsa to go with the corn. I'm going to do some fritters because there's a fantastic recipe in Stephanie's Kitchen Garden Companion. Okay. Yeah. And then have the hot corn down here with the tomato salsa. So I really want those two together. And that's perfect synergy for autumn.
It is. Okay. Now there's more. Yeah. We're not done.
Adam's grabbing a trolley, so that's really yeah.
Well, the rest is easy to carry.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm surprised you haven't got rabbit on the menu.
Okay. Have all of your buckets and everything ready for you to take back on Sunday?
No, we should be fine.
And Tobias is bringing potatoes tomorrow.
Okay.
And I went to Cooma yesterday, and I went to Monbeef and picked up the cow horns.
Good. How many cow horns did you get?
10. But it was a very gruesome experience because the rooms are pretty bloody. And then Tobias said to me, well, what you need to do now is put the cow horns in the compost heap so that they rot a bit and so I can pull out their innards. Yeah. So it's very
pretty
full
raw. Pretty raw.
It's, you know, life in, what do they call it, tooth and claw? red in tooth and claw.
Battle of the barnyard.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. How beautiful is that? How do you manage to get them so even?
The thing I learned was if you don't water corn right on pollination, that's when you get all your missing ones.
Wow.
So I just...
It's a germination thing.
Cracked it?
Yeah, we cracked it. Yeah. Well, it was pissing with rain. How could we not crack it?
Well, it was a damn good season.
Yeah, it was. But I watched the second lot because it was just pollinating when Richard did the workshops. Like, crank up the water. Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
But I'll pour out things that you definitely can't.
Good afternoon and welcome to Old Parliament House. We have an amazing banquet of all the produce that's been collected from the kitchen gardens from Berrima School, from Mount Majura School, Allsun Farm, in Gallara or Biodynamic Farm at Lego have supplied us with potatoes and biodynamic pork, free-range pork. We're going to be eating a lot of fantastic vegetables, absolutely spanking fresh because they were pulled out of the ground on Friday. So they're going to be the most sumptuous feast of vegetables for everyone to enjoy. So to start with, we've got this very interesting antipasto platter, which has kind of got tastes of different vegetables. So I'd like you to enjoy your entree, and then later on I'll invite the growers from the schools to come up and talk about their projects. And we're going to be having a look at the DVD, Growing the Growers, and then I'll be introducing you to Stephanie to talk about the Kitchen Garden Foundation. So thank you for joining us today, and bon appetit.
They were trying to do their parents' method, and
well, yeah, I mean, if you see your parents obviously farming their whole lives and not making any money, that's not going to attract anybody back.
And find the ripest one and slice it up and give you all a slice.
It's like salami.
It's pity we don't have a little bit of salt.
Oh, it tastes really good with salt.
Yeah.
I'd like to pay tribute to a number of wonderful women and to all the millions of women worldwide who teach their children how to grow food. First of all, Stephanie Alexander, our guest of honour today. Stephanie has achieved something truly remarkable. The Kitchen Garden Foundation, which she started and which is I think now 10 years old, has done just a wonderful job all over Australia with something like 140, 150 schools. Sorry? 180 schools. And those schools are teaching children about food, where it comes from, how it's tasty, nutritious, good and fun, and how to sit down and enjoy a convivial meal. Those of you who've got older children will know that getting children to sit down to the dinner table is extraordinarily hard. Next, of course, we have Janet. Janet, our host today. Janet's an equally remarkable lady. She has established this wonderful, wonderful thing here in Old Parliament House. Ginger Catering, the Ginger Room, Cafe in the House, and my favourite, the Kitchen Cabinet. I say my favourite, the Kitchen Cabinet, because the Kitchen Cabinet provides a wonderful outlet for small-scale farmers from a limited local area, so that people could come to her little shop and buy local, good, fresh produce. Probably lots of you don't know, but Janet is also a passionate farmer, passionate about pigs and growing vegetables. And unfortunately, the pork today is not from her pigs, but in due course it will be. Last year we managed to get away from the farm, and you've seen some of the results of that on the DVD which we just showed you. We travelled to the United States, to Britain, to Wales, and to the Czech Republic, and we filmed a lot of material. Our real interests are growing the growers, be they young farmers, be they school children. No matter what the age, people need to be taught to grow properly. Talking to Stephanie just now, she was saying that, you know, not all the children who benefit from her program will benefit from it a few years down the track, but many of them will come back to it as they become young adults, and that's a great hope for the future.
Welcome, what a pleasure to be here today. This is just a little excerpt which you can go onto the web and see, but it's some thoughts that I put on paper over the last couple of weeks, and which really summarise where we're at with regard to teaching all sorts of people how to grow food. As soon as we got to the United States and started interviewing, we discovered that people like Alice Waters, Michael Pollan and Joel Salatin were actually becoming targets for media criticism. And for me, that was a really clear sign that this alternative food paradigm is actually becoming mainstream. However, anyone who criticises teaching children vegetable gardening on the grounds that it's some sort of menial, dirty, lowbrow activity not worthy of including in an educational syllabus has completely missed the point. In 1992, when we ran a small vegetable plot in the grounds of Gundru Public School, it was done with the express purpose of showing how a multidisciplinary subject like horticulture or agriculture was capable of covering every single learning outcome demanded by the primary school science curriculum in New South Wales at that time. We delved into maths, chemistry, physics, design, botany, zoology, architecture, multiculturalism, Indigenous issues, ecology, environmental science, and much more. Just how are we to teach our children to deal with the pressure of a rapidly changing world with an uncertain future? Giving them an early grounding in a subject that deals with complexity and forces them to ask questions and gives them real problems to solve, and best of all combines the arts with the sciences in one discipline, has to be the best place to start. One of the most important things that we learnt on the Growing the Growers trip was that when a school garden is feeding produce into a teaching kitchen, the teachers working in the garden need to have some experience in small-scale, diverse, organic market gardening. It's not an easy task at all, providing dependable, consistent, high-quality fruit and vegetables week in, week out throughout the school year. We've been doing that at Allsun Farm to restaurants and to families via our system of a backyard in a bag for the best part of 20 years, and are happy to talk to parents, gardeners and students about the planning that's necessary in a production garden. Thank you.